Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Grab a cup, join me. You can guess what is in this cup. You know, the flavor of the coffee, flavor of the creamer, and you could get a spot on that bracket board or something out of that basket. It's usually a D-stash. Oh, wow. I hope everyone had a wonderful week. Talk about snowstorms. We've had, I can't say we had a white Christmas because technically it didn't snow on Christmas, but it's a white Christmas. I got this new shirt. And story time, right? Coffee time, story time. Yep, got to tell you this one. And most of you will be, huh? Really? It's not like earth-shattering news or anything like that, but to me it's kind of funny. Just, enough to share with you guys. So, most of you know that my husband has been he owned a pro shop for bowling balls, right? Drills bowling balls. He's done it for, I don't know, 25, 27, some ridiculous amount of years. Longer than he's known me. Yes. So you all probably figured that I received a bowling ball or two at Christmas in my lifetime, right? No, I have not. So when I came out on Christmas morning and saw what appeared to be a bowling ball box wrapped up, I figured that it was just a box that he used, an empty box, and put something else in it, right? Till I went to move it. And when I went to move it, it was heavy. So it was a bowling ball by George. Santa brought me a bowling ball for Christmas. And I have had a trend over the years, many bowling balls he's bought me, okay, but not ever wrapped one up and put it under the tree. Never. So they've all been purple except for very few, but most of them have been purple. And this one is, I call this one, it's a lavender color, but I call it like, it looks, I don't know, what's that? I don't know. It's definitely lavender. It's a danger zone pearl. And he already drilled it yesterday, so there's no waiting. I mean, there were people in line all day long. He must have drilled, I have no idea how many, but he fit mine in, believe that or not. So there's my coffee story. That's just weird. I'll try it out on Tuesday. I did not try it yet. So anyway, what else? Oh, if I can think of the color that I'm thinking of, I will say it. But yeah. And I got this shirt. Like I said, it's a Snoopy shirt. Yeah. Oh, all right. So I'm not done with stories time. Okay. So we decided that I was out of calendar. I mean, not a calendar, but this thing. And I really hadn't had one of these before. Now I did get one from Jill that you make or whatever, but once I had a date book or whatever like this one. I thought it was kind of fun to get, have it. So I use it for just the live, and I mean just my channel. I use it just for my channel. And so I wanted to get another one. Well, you figure that Michael's probably has a sale, and they do. They do. They had a whole bunch of them. I went there yesterday looking for one, and they had a whole bunch of them in the center aisle on clearance, it said. And they were, I don't know, like I thought they would be about 50% off. Well, none of them looked anything like this. So I was like, uh-oh. They were big, 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 and they were little, little, little. And they were a good price. But I was like, I don't know. And I just didn't. So I went over to ask somebody about, do you have any planners, yearly planners? And she said, oh, yeah, they're over in the regular section. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't realize there was a regular section. So I went over there, and there was a small section of a regular section of happy planners, they call them. And I was like, oh, good, they're 50% off. Yeah, but they start out at $30. So, okay, $15 for this is not a bad price. I really didn't think so. But they only had like 7 or 8 to choose from. It wasn't like it was empty. It's just they didn't have a lot of patterns. So I ended up thinking, you know what, this year you couldn't get an 18. You could only get a 12. So really, I didn't get a steal. No. But I ended up getting the Minnie and Mickey Mouse. Because what the heck? It's not like anybody sees it anyway, but you guys. And I like Disney, right? I didn't open this seal yet. I did not open it. It has some stickers in the front, I guess, for months. And then, so I have not actually opened the planner, but I will. Anyway, so they are on sale. So yeah, I got that one. And then, of course, I had to go down and check out the yarn because that's what I do. And now I'm reporting back to you. All right. So I did get some yarn. I only got one kind of yarn, but I got it because I wanted to talk to you guys about it. And well, there's a reason for my madness. Do I need it? No, I don't. But it was an interesting discovery. So what has it been? Maybe a year? Maybe I'm losing track of time. But how long has it been since the Karen cakes were increased to $12.99? I mean, they were $9.99, and I think they literally jumped up to $12.99. I think that's what happened. And no, we're not talking about anniversary cakes. We're just talking about straight up any price Karen cakes, the regular Karen cakes. Now that means they could be, the 6 to 7 inch wide size. They could be the DK, the cotton, any of those. They jumped up to $12.99. I think it's been about a year or so. Anywho, you went to Michael's yesterday too. Okay, all right, we're getting there. I'm slow today. Slow. If I go overtime, but I got a lot of stuff to say, so we'll say it all. Anyway, so I decided that I would get a new one that I thought was new because it was buy one, get one for 50% off. Well, sounds like a deal, right? So I get up there to the counter and she rings them out and I go, holy cow, they're $14.99. Yeah, so your Karen cakes are now $15. Yeah, let that sink in a minute. All right. So then I got in the car and I kept driving and I thought about what I just bought. And now I'm going to justify it, right? I'm going to say to you, okay, what did I get? I got a Karen cake, 4 medium, 432 yards. So what do I usually make with the 4 medium? Well, a lot of times I make hats. Can I get 3 hats out of this yarn? Probably. So if I knit 3 hats, maybe 4 out of this yarn at the 4 medium for $15, I can get $15 a hat. So now I have tripled my, okay. All right. So yeah, okay. I'm justifying that price. So I'm not feeling so bad. Okay. This colorway is called Blackberry, and this is called a smash cake. So we have a smash cake. Yeah. That's not more yardage. It's just justifiable yardage. You ready for this color? I got to get out of there, I think. Lori, what do you see? Not sure if it's doing it. There we go. Right? Holy cow. All right, so if I bet you can do, I know you can do 3 hats at least with a pom-pom. Whether or not you can do 4 is another story. But I did get one and get one for half price. So you're talking, I say I sell my hats for $15, but if it's a fancy pom-pom with a snap off, then I sell them for 20. I haven't had any problem with that price. Okay. So this is just craziness. All kinds of colors. There's blue and there's red and there's lavender and there's brown and then that bright orange color. But anyway, this is all acrylic, right? So that's all I got yesterday. But yeah, it's going to be a nice couple of hats. Okay, so now, all right. First, we're going to do is before I go on another tangent or anything, we're going to ask Deb. Go ahead, mark the chat, Deb. We will see if we can get some names on this bracket board up here today. And if you don't want to be on the bracket board, I don't know why you wouldn't want to be, but you can pick something out of the basket. All right, we'll do that now. And I will let you know that I was working hard because somebody asked me about the blanket. So I worked my butt off to get that blanket done, but she wanted to get together Christmas Eve morning. Christmas Eve morning. And I tried and I tried and I tried and I could not. I was up till 2:00 in the morning the night before Christmas Eve working on it, and I could not get it done. So then we were supposed to make the French toast, the sausage, and the bacon at our house for the brunch on Christmas Eve morning. So my husband started cooking and I picked up the blanket. I still couldn't get it done before we had to leave because food has to stay hot. So we left. We had Christmas and she got her box of washcloths and towel toppers. And she was like, she was very, very happy. And even her husband was like, "Oh, wow, thank you." I guess he likes them too. He's whatever. Okay. So then I came back home and we spent Christmas Eve together, my husband and I, and we looked for something good on TV, which we ended up watching something. But the point of it is that I finished the blanket on Christmas Eve, which was my plan all along. I did. In the course of the conversation at, when we were all opening gifts, everybody asked about, she asked about the blanket. I said, "Oh, and by the way, your blanket is not here. It has got about 4 rows left." And that's when everyone said, "Oh, well, then just bring it to her on her birthday." So her birthday is January 13th. So it's only a little while. And that's what we're going to do. She's going to get her blanket in January. So for her birthday. So here it is. I set it behind me today. There is the blanket all done. It is finished. It is heavy. It is beautiful. But I have it here because, again, I was thinking of addictions video. Got to do one, right? And then I ended up giving the 3 towel toppers, October, November, December towel toppers and washcloths off the chair and gave them to her so they won't be in the addictions video. But that's okay. It's okay. All right. Do we have? Oh, she says 11 entries. 11 entries. Oh, there's only 20 people here. Where is everybody? Where are you? That's okay. We have lots of people here that we know. And that's all that matters, right? The OGs. We have a winner. It is Latoya, and she wants something out of this basket. I'm guessing this basket, right, Latoya? All right, there are only 3 bags because I didn't refill. So 1, 2, and 3. They will still be wrapped. They will probably always be wrapped in some kind of Christmas paper because that's that's just the way it is. There is a pouch here with some goodies in usually from Yarnable and stuff. There is a crochet magazine. It is a fall 2020, I believe. Yep. Autumn 2020 crochet magazine. And then there is a bedspread magazine that's been in here about a year and maybe longer. And then there's a knitting magazine also. What do we got? Latoya? 1, 2, or 3? I was enjoying all of your Secret Santa openings. All of you posted about it. It was wonderful. Number 2, she wants. The one in the middle. Okay. Shall I open it? All right. The coffee is very good this morning, by the way. I was going through my coffees and I realized that I had a box that I received from Deb. And I had used one out of that box before, but I didn't in a while. So I said, well, I guess I will use one. All right. So in this is a skein of Colorina. This is called Colorina. It is a hobby yarn. It is 80% acrylic and 20% wool. And this color is gray marl and changes to a lavender type purple, violet, whatever you want to call. But it again has that marled effect. So it's a gray, light gray, marled with the purple, and then marled with a dark gray. So it's a color changing. Now there was 2 of these. I think there was 3 of these. I think the total was 3 of these. And I used 1.5. So this has the other half in here. So you don't just get one. I don't know if I think I was shopping with Stephanie when I picked these up. Yeah. So you get one whole donut and a little more because I don't want to, when I go through my stash, I don't want to just give you the one and me keep the half. So I've been giving you, yeah. So good morning, Dee. Annie Hoosie. Let's pick out a stitch marker. Did you have one that you saw that you wanted out of this new time? Are you there, Latoya? Morning. Good morning. Gained a couple more people. Did we lose Latoya? Candy cane. Okay. She knows what she wanted. I do have one candy cane stitch marker left. There it is. There it is. All right, we'll put that on there. If you're a winner here and you would like to help out with shipping, or you aren't a winner and you want to help out with shipping, you can do a couple things. You can become a member on the channel for $2.99 and all that money goes towards shipping. Or you could do a coffee. You could do whatever I knew what I was going to say a minute ago and then I lost it. Super chat. Other than that, you do have to message me to claim your prize. I do require that. And it's because I've had people change their address and forget that they changed. But the reasoning for that was because they moved and didn't win for a while. And then when they did win, they forgot that I might have a different address. And so I wasted my money sending it and it came back to me. Anyway, so that's why I require it. All right, so we will go on to what I've been working on. All right, so I'm going to put that over there. One of the things that we do at the end of the year, and some of you have been doing it. Oh, do you see that? Miss Deb? I stopped because I know Deb's there. She's watching. Uh-oh. I don't know if my internet is slow or what's going on. Charlene Taylor got the coffee. It's apple pie coffee with hazelnut creamer. It's very good. Apple pie. hmm Congratulations, Charlene. So Latoya and Charlene so far. That's pretty cool. We got 2 winners already. And it's not even to the middle of the show yet. All right. So Charlene, way to go, Charlene. You win a spot on that bracket board or something out of the basket. I want to update everybody on this bracket board real quick. We have 2 numbers left, 7 and 8. And Charlene, you are active, so you already have one. Deb Murray is active. On the bottom part, we have 2 numbers open, 9 and 15. And Teresa and Linda are active down there. Chera and Cindy Cantola. So there's more openings down there. I mean, there's more people down there still open. On this side, we have Rhonda, Cindy King, Dawn, and Joanne, and Sherry. And we have more numbers, 18, 20 through 23, 25, 26, and 30 through 32. So you have quite a few numbers left to fill this board up. All right. So, Charlene, I'm guessing you want something out of the basket. Yeah, because she's got a number. Well, we've got 2 bags left, a 1 and a 2. Okay. We have the books, the little, the little pouch. 1 she wants. Okay, let's pull 1 out. It's white. Okay, we're going to get a top heavy because there's nothing holding it down. Which guess was correct? Apple. Apple coffee and hazelnut. Is that what you're talking about? Am I opening this? Okay. Yeah. Just curious, did you come in after the talk about Michael's? All right, we're going to open up this, and this is a skein of cottonwood cotton. That's what this is. Cottonwood cotton. It is a brown colorway, and it is Fibra Natura. I'm going to say this is a bougie cotton. Just because. Okay. It is 100% organic cotton, and it's 115 yards. All right, so that's beautiful. What about a stitch marker? Okay, so you missed this Karen cakes. I'm gonna talk about it for 1 more second again in a minute. Anywho, let's pick out a stitch marker here, Miss Charlene. Do you know which one that you would like, or do I need to show some? Oh, I said that the Karen cakes, something Christmas. Ooh, okay. I love it when Christmas continues on. Love it. I don't like that one day thing. It's the season, right? The whole thing about it. And I continue on. So let's go with some bells. I'm going to give you some Christmas bells on here. Yeah. Thank you for playing and congratulations. Okay, so I went to Michael's and I said that the Karen cakes went up to $14.99, and then I got to thinking about it, and we're going back to that for this reason. Okay, so you know that 2026 is going to be hats, and more hats. 2026. That's it. No washcloths challenge. Only the hat challenge. So then I got thinking about it, and I'm like, let's mix it up. Let's go on the channel on Sunday and let's take a vote. So we're going to talk about hats, and more hats for a minute. And I went and I got this smash cake, right? I got this smash cake. Woo! Look at that, right? $14.99 a skein. Holy Hannah. So then, it's blackberry, by the way. Blackberry. That's pretty good. The color. Yeah. All right. So, yes, 12 Days of Christmas. Absolutely. Oh, I forgot. Why did I didn't forget. I'm not doing it. But doing it, well, yes, I am, because my mother always goes to Christmas Eve Mass at my grandparents' church every year, and that is Russian Christmas. And she has a gift at the office. This is another story, but I'm going to tell it now. We did not go to the office. I had to put the tree up. We did not go to the office for Christmas like we would have normally done because of a snowstorm. And I went down and opened like normal, but she didn't. And I don't expect her to drive in the snowstorm. No. So her present for the office is sitting under the tree at the office. And I told her she couldn't have it now until Russian Christmas. That's all. That's all I had to say about that. But anyway, let's get back to this. Okay. So when I left the store, I thought about the price that I paid for a cake of yarn was $14.99. And I looked at it and thought, well, you know what? You can make 3 or 4 hats out of this because it's 432 yards. Right? So then I got thinking about hats, and more hats for 2026. And I thought, oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So you remember the year that I kind of went nuts with hats and I got my quote unquote crazy hat lady tag? Well, I guess I need to go back to that. That's what I was thinking about. So does anybody, and Chera might remember, does anybody remember how many hats I actually made in the year that I'm talking about? And I think it might have been 21. It could have been 20 or 21. Could have been 20. I don't know. But Chera, is she here? Or I should say Aisha, is she here? Because she changed her name on me. And I have to remember that. Darn. I'm not going to remember that. And it's not disrespectful. It's just that you get to know somebody and you really get to know them. So, anywho, she's not here. Okay. All right. I was hoping that someone else, maybe Frida remembers that year. I made as many hats as I could every month. And I was challenging myself to make a hat every single week of the year. Well, in order to do that, I was doubling up. So that's what I'm going to do this year. I'm going to challenge myself to make maybe The voting's coming. The voting is coming. I did I did make a crochet hat and a knit hat every month, but that would have only been 24. That year, I made a crochet and a knit hat to show the yarns and what they would look like in the two different crafts. But this other year, I made, I know there was a number around 78, and it might have been higher. And you would think I'd remember how many, but I know I hit the 52 easily and went way beyond that. And I think it was like 78. Laura, you remember the year that I'm talking about? Anyway, my point is I want to do that this year. I don't think that there's going to be too many of you that are going to follow me with this, but let's make it a little bit less crazy and go back to one per week. One per week. Yeah, I know I think it was 70. It doesn't matter. What we will do is we will count them regardless. If you make 10 or 12, you've hit the goal for the challenges one per month. That will still be the same. But, oh yeah. Your first guess was 75. Yeah, I think it was 78 or something. I'm going to have to go back and see what I say. But anyway, what I was going to do is, again, write them down in my planner book because I won't remember, right? And my thought was, if I'm making that many, I might not have. Okay, so each month I always put up one for me, one for you, right? And of course you're saying to yourself, is this going to be January? Is this January? Holy cats. Yes. Yes, it is. It's January. Granny D put her washcloths and her hats out at family dinner and told them to get whatever one they wanted, and they're all gone. Isn't that wonderful? That is really. Okay, I remember the craziness, but not the number. Okay. All right. So my plan is if you win January, you will get one of these and you can make probably 3 or 4 hats out of it. I want to try and see how many hats I can make out of it. Just because as soon as I bought it, I said, holy cow, $15 for a skein. Don't waste it. Just make as many hats out of it. So here's my questions. My questions are, if I put up a yarn for, say, let's just go with February. And let's say, like, I went and bought this. Okay. This is brand new. I have 2, one for you, one for me. Got it. We got January nailed. But do I want to spend $25 to do this? So it was $15 and $7.50 plus tax, right? Do I want to spend $25 on a challenge every month, or can I use my stash? Well, of course I can use my stash. I have used my stash before. But here's my point. There are a lot of times when I want to use a yarn, but I don't have 2 of them. So I can't use it for hats, and more hats because I don't have enough. So here's what I was thinking. If I use something for the challenge for you guys and I use a different yarn, is that a problem? Oh, Linda, I'm sorry. All righty. we'll be praying for her and for all of you. Oh, yeah. Take care, Linda. Anyway, so that's what I was thinking of using up some of my stash for this. Does anybody have a problem with me like say, okay, um if I pull out two colors of the same yarn and they don't need to match? Okay. All right. Yeah. That way we will go through the stash a little bit and you know, there still might be times when I buy yarn for hats. But okay, so the challenge is going to be the same as it always is, one per month, and you might even have a choice of which yarn you would like. I might put more than one up for every month. But my plan is to make at least a hat per week this year and then record them in my planner. So, all right. So that's that. Okay, let's get on to let's make a yarn deal because we're late because I'm Gabby today. Gab, 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 gab. And while Deb marks the chat for let's make a yarn deal, you will. I like using my stash. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Okay, so you're going to put in the comments. Be sure it's on live chat. Your favorite color and weight of yarn, and then I will go around Christy's closet and try to match that up. That's the game. That's the way it has been for years and years. It's not going to change. And in the meantime, I'm going to show you real quick that I made, or I finished rather, the Loops and Threads hat from November. Now, see, there is plenty of yarn here to do at least two more, right? Two more out of this, at least. And it would be a good idea, or I could do a cowl, right? A cowl. Here's my hat all done. It is beautiful. I did not put a pom-pom on this one. I don't think I'm going to, but look at that. Yeah, I'm getting pretty good at the bulky ones. This is a bulky 5. And yeah, so this is done. And we'll have to use this yarn. You have to use this yarn. But that's not all. That is not all, because my December hat, which is this cranberry colorway, right? Is this cranberry? Did I say? It is maroon in color. It is James C. Brett Twinkle Fashion DK. And it is not got a colorway name. It is only a shade. Anyway, it's Twinkle. Yeah. Yeah. So this is my December hat. December hat is the Joshua Tree. It is a Bag o' Day pattern. It is done. And look at that. Slouchy. Pom-pom. Yes, it is done. All right. So I like this pattern for the fact that it makes it flat on the top so that your pom-pom always sits awesome on this hat. It seems like every time I do it, I just love it. I don't know. I used an eye hook with a DK weight and it's just cool. Yeah, you are. You're late. All right. You're going to have to watch the replay, Denise. Anyway, I used a pom-pom that has a snap-on, and I it's great. And I finished 2 hats already. So yeah, they were both started. They were all 3 in this bag. by my bestest bag lady at the moment, Ravini. And this is the third one that's in there, and it's already grown past the so the bulkies go quick. Yeah, bulkies go quick. And this is loops and threads. No, Serenity. I thought it was loops and threads charisma, but it's not. It's Serenity. Premier yarn Serenity in this gorgeous lavender marled colorway. What do they call it? Majesty. It's called Majesty. Anyway, that's what I think. When you go back into your stash, you find things like this that you're like, oh, yeah, I only have one left. That's what I'm talking about. I want to use my stash down. I want to challenge myself somehow, and I am going to do that. So hats, and more hats. 2026 will be one per week. If I go over that, I'm hoping I do. Ravini, you did not make any bags this year. Oh, now wait, didn't your Secret Santa get one? Thank you, Denise. Thank you. Your Secret Santa didn't get a bag from you? You were too busy. All right. Yeah. Did she draw? Did Deb draw and I miss it? Oh, Linda didn't leave yet. Yeah, I know. I was so funny because I was teasing the hell out of Linda and it's okay. I can. She's my friend too. You all are. Anyway, so Linda's like, who's my Secret Santa? I guess this beautiful package and I don't know who it is. And I thought, oh, because I knew that she was going to get something secret from somebody else because we've been doing this long enough that you get something from somebody the year before or and so anyway, this person wanted to send Linda something this year. So I knew she was going to get another one and I'm like, oh no, I don't want to tell her. So I made her wait. I said, no, you can't know about it until after she got the second Secret Santa package. So that's how that, I know, it's so funny. All right, our winner today is Lori Armstrong wants number 5 in a variegated or a tweed. And I love it when you pick something like that because it makes life a little bit easier sometimes just to get up, find something like that. So number 5 in a variegated or a tweed, you're going to make a hat out of it. I know you are because our challenge is one per week. Who's going to do that challenge with me? Who? Let me see the hands. One per week this year. No, I know you're not all going to make it, but you only have to do one per month. One per month to inch. Okay, Carolyn's going to try. Yeah. And I had a feeling that a few of you would. If you're retired, you might try it. Now, nobody says that you can nobody says you can't do them all in bulky. If you did them all in bulky, your hands might hurt a little bit, but they go and they work up so fast. You can do the one per month. That's okay. That's all right. Mima, we're good with one per month. You do a top down roughly every 10 days. Yeah. And again, I may not hit the one per week either. I may not. And that's okay. But I've done it before by doing 2 or 3 at a time where I had different colors and I I don't know, somehow or another that makes it fun. And I did bring out that Christmas blanket, that Navajo Christmas blanket yesterday, and I picked it back up. And I may work on that during the cold months. For the plan is to have that done for next year. And in the warm months, you can't work on it. So that increases the hats going on, and because it's small and you're not sweating to death with a blanket on you. So, do headbands count? Yes. That's a hat. It is a head made by hand item. So, yes, headbands do count. It's not like it's that um easy. It's not. But you could try and use up the last bit of your cake if you buy in a big amount. Um do 3 hats and a headband. That'll use it up. All right. I have to go walk around Christie's closet and find a bulky 5 tweed or variegated for Lori. Guys, play me some Van Halen. We are behind today. I know right where to look, too. I know right where to look. All right, let's see what we got here. We got some variegated. Yeah. Got some different ones in here. Here's one interesting one. Gotta tell you, these ones I got hidden in the stash are definitely cool. I will be bringing a couple of them out to show you what I'm talking about. Because she got me digging in that section I was talking about, getting some of this stash down. So I'll bring out 3 out of that section. All right. Oh, okay. All right. She did not tell me a color. No, she did not. Your Navajo blanket is a number 5 bulky scrap buster. It's almost done. That's why I picked this weight of yarn. Oh, okay. All right. So that means I can send scrap too. Let me get one. Okay, I've got a scrap one. Yeah, baby. Perfect timing. This one's going to you. This is not a full skein. I love this. This is great. Okay. So Lori's going to get this 5 bulky in her thing. And I always write used on my skein. So okay, that's all. The show's over. No. I mean, that was a good one. I know. And you're going to get a choice because you always do. But when I first started this Let's Make a Yarn Deal, you and I had a freaking ball with it. Remember? And we will today. We will. We already started. So you're going to get this one. It's bulky 5. It's a loops and threads. And it's acrylic, charisma. And yeah, so that one is, what's the colorway? It says color. So stupid. Boysenberry. Okay. Boysenberry. It is not a variegated. Okay. Let's get on to the variegated one. So I went back behind the first row and picked out 3 colors behind. Yeah. So these are all Premier Yarns, Deborah Norville. Oh, no, they're not. No, they're not. The 2 of them are. Premier Yarns, Deborah Norville, Serenity, Chunky. So this is a variegated. It is a tan. It's beautiful. What is this colorway? Come on. Hiding it on me. Oh. Almond. This is almond. Okay. She might make an octopus. 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 I still say it again. Octopus. First for my prize bin at school. Okay. All right. So this is almond. It's beautiful. I don't know if you saw that colorway. Okay. So there's your first choice, right? Then I have Deborah Norville. Yes. This one is not Deborah Norville. This one is Charisma. And these are 109 yards about each. Okay. This one is called Lakeside. Lakeside. So it's a blue, dark blue, medium blue, light blue, variegated. Okay. So that's number 2. Number 3, window number 3 is a Serenity Chunky, Deborah Norville. And this one is greens. So do we have a color name somewhere? Forest. It is a green. Yeah. So what are you thinking? Which one, Lori, would you like? Oh, 3, please, ma'am. No. Almond, Lakeside, or Forest. I remembered the colors. Yeah. Plus, she gets the boysenberry extra leftover. I might be able to get a hat out of that, though. Oh, whoever said we didn't have fun on this show? Come on, guys. Uh-huh. I'm working on mine every now and again, but I did not this Christmas work on it. It's sitting across the room over there. And it's 4 mediums with a couple of 3s and 5s thrown in. So mine is 3 weights pretty much. But again, Navajo blanket is perfect for your scraps. You think the forest green is good. Okay, we'll put this one and this one over here for a second. And yeah, they go well together. There's a little bit of brown in there. Anywho, what stitch marker would you like, Lori? I always get her. Or she could have traded up for a place on that bracket board or something out of the basket. I forgot to say that because, Okay. She said surprise her. All right. Okay. All right. All right. So on to what else was I going to tell you? I don't know. I don't remember. I think I told you everything. Did you get one of these Christmas light ones? I don't think that you did. I just love these. Those little teardrops, they're beautiful purple. I know you probably want a green something or another. Well, you're getting one of these. Yeah, you knew the game all along. But I nailed it. I nailed what you wanted. So that's how that happened. Okay, so anybody got any questions about hats, and more hats 2026? Anybody got any questions at all? Well, it'll all be broke down for you. Any hats that I start this week will be going into my January count for hats. So, but if you finish them in January, it counts too. So I will make sure that this hat that is already started, it will be finished in January. I will not finish it this week. So that way it'll be following after the 1st. So that way I can count it. Can we do cowls? Okay. I think that she's on to something here. So here's what I think. Are you thinking that, oh no, you pick any pattern you want. Any pattern that you want. You can do a different pattern. Every single hat can be different. I don't care. No, that's always been you pick the pattern. I sometimes tell you which one I'm doing because maybe you want to do it too. A lot of times I do, and I probably will. I will probably tell you what patterns because I usually do. But that doesn't mean you have to use them. You can use whatever pattern you want. Are we doing washcloths next year? Ravina, you mean 2026? We're not doing washcloths. I mean, I'm going to make some, but I'm not going to challenge every month. No. I'm only doing hats and I'm going crazy with it. So going back to the good old days of hats, and more hats. I want to get a collection up to let people pick and stuff when I go on Christmas next year. My daughter normally does. She goes through my hats that I make every year and takes 3 or 4 of them because she likes to have different ones. But I want to have enough to where other people can pick too, that bowling team, that kind of thing. So that's why I want to have a bunch of hats made up. All right. So we're talking about possibly, now that's a good idea. So if you were to make a hat like this, I mean, okay, and you have this much left over, chances are you have enough to make a cowl with this, right? So this is what I was thinking. Either make 2 or 3 in this color and use this skein up because you've already opened it. Or you could make a cowl to match. That will be okay, Bev. Is that what you're talking about? Something like that? Will hats count? Now, as far as how many you do per year, that's your own personal thing. And what Lori is talking about there, to have a stash built up so you can give to employees and friends or coworkers, that is what I'm talking about. Having enough for them to pick out the one they like, instead of me saying, okay, I made one for this one, I made one for that one. No, I made freaking 78 hats. I take them to a party and say, there's 20 people here, pick out a hat. Then I put them back in the bag and I go to something else and I take the rest. Yeah, that's my point. Now, there's going to be some people that are not going to be able to give them out like that if you don't go to a party, right? So, my suggestion would be to maybe give them to the senior center or the hospital or the Salvation Army or I don't know, Goodwill. So yeah, so that's what. So is okay. Yeah. So you will if you make the cowl to match, it would count. All right. Homeless shelter. There you go. All right. So that would could be your challenge. If you make one per month, that's still 12 hats to the homeless shelter, right? So that is your normal hat challenge. That's still the one that is standing, one per month. If you do one per month, every single month, you get into the bonus drawing. Every month, I give away yarn to the winner, but at the end of the year, I have a bonus drawing that's coming up this week. There are some of you that missed out this year. You did not, you missed a month or something. I get it. Yeah, see, so the church usually has something. Okay, Latoya says take them to oncology. That's perfect. They have to be acrylic to go to oncology. They should be soft. This yarn, I feel, is very, very soft. You have time to do your December hat. Yes, you do. Yeah, you do. All right. So everybody's on track to think about whether they want to do one per month and be done or one every week and then halfway through the year, oh my gosh, I can't do it. But how many did you do? 40? Holy cow, right? Uh-huh. There you go. Gets preemie hats for the NICU. So one per month qualifies you for the monthly hats. And then if you do 2 a week, oh my gosh, look at that. Yeah, I do agree. I will make baby hats and they will be counted. Might be one that matches a sweater, or it might be one that uses up scraps, right? Could be. But yeah, so hats, and more hats. 2026 is going to be back to making a hat a week. That's the only challenge I'm going to put on myself for sure, because I feel that that goal is a goal I can hit if I use my yarn properly and use the bulky weight or knit them or and I know that you're going to say, "Wow, you knit a hat fast now." It didn't used to be that way, but now it's I get it to a certain stage, right? Get it all started and get it on the needles and get 6 rows done of the bulky. I put it away. And then when I have a few minutes in between customers at the shop, I do a row or two. And before you know it, you have 20 rows done and you can start the decrease. It's pretty quick. All right. Okay. We are going to do one more drawing. I know I've kept you over, but I was excited today. And it's in between the holidays. And Deb is going to mark the chat one more time. If you would like something out of this basket that's left, then please write that. If you would like a bracket spot, please write that. And if you would like one of these bulky yarns that Miss Lori said no to, then put down either almond or lakeside, and I will send you your next hat yarn. to knit up or crochet up. Oh yeah, Laura, that's cool. Yeah, so instead of creating a feeling of, oh my gosh, I'm pressured into doing this. No, no, no. Fit your Do 5 minutes worth of work. Set yourself up a little bag, put it in your stuff, and only work on it when you have that 5 minutes or 10 minutes, right? Absolutely. Yeah. All right. So I think it's a good idea. I really do. This one did take a little bit longer because it was DK, but it is beautiful and it fits nice. I tried it on. So this yarn is cool. I think I will send the winner of December the rest of this. I don't know. We'll see. Possibly. Any other questions about anything for 2026? We will still do Whip It Good sometime during the year when it gets toward the end of the year. Yes, we will. You know that we'll do that because that's a staple here. But I don't know how the year is going to go yet. I know there's a lot of changes in my office coming. I've taken on the role of principal in our family business, and it starts in a week. And yeah, cuddle alongs. Okay. Um, I hate to say I won't do it because I know I will. I will get to a point where I'm always working on a baby item, always. So most likely there will be a cuddle along. Most likely those two things will probably happen. And they will probably run about 3 months. I'm gonna guess that when I get in this spring mode, I think of babies and I boom do a cuddle along. And then when I get in the fall mode, I think of finishing up your languishing whips and I bring out something that I want to give away and I work on it. So boom. So spring and fall, there will be a bigger project challenge. Yep. Yeah. Um, I haven't been fitting in any stitching during lunch in the last couple years, but I think I'm going to add it because I think I need to walk away from my desk, go in the back room, and I need to wind down and do something for a few minutes on a hat. So I am going to have a hat with me. I will keep hats at the office for the middle of the hat, and then I'll bring them home and finish them. So I think that's what's going to happen. Oh, we have a double winner today. Charlene won. She wants the almond yarn. So this almond, right? The almond yarn. And so I will put that with Charlene's. This Lakeside is going right in the basket. There it is. It's going in the basket. So you'll all know. She wants a Christmas bulb. All right, Christmas bulb. Oh, where's my Christmas bulbs? Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. I will try and get up some videos for this week. And I think I'm going to get an addictions one going. Oh, J Hook Crochet. We know who that is. How are you? Merry Christmas to you. Yes, J Hook Crochet. Everyone knows who that is, right? Some of you do. I do. All right. Yeah. Have a wonderful week. There is Charlene's Christmas bulb stitch mark. Yes, it's Reggie. Yes. Yes, it is. It's Reggie. Yeah. I did a yarn swap with Reggie about 3 or 4 years ago. Yes, I did. Yeah. It was international. All righty. Take care, everybody. Happy New Year to you all. Take a moment out of each day. Be creative, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye for now.